Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. We live from the living room. No piano playing today, people. Don't ask. You know, I thought about it. I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood. Welcome everybody to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. And if this is your first time hearing this, you are about to experience something so cold. If you're not 100% sure what See You in the Morning is, I can explain it to you exactly what it is. It is just me getting up in the morning, giving you way too much of me. Getting up in the morning and just saying, hey, who wants to be in my business? And y'all don't ever say who, but I just put the world in it. So that's me. I get up way too early in the morning, around 7:15-ish, regardless of how tired I may be, how sleepy I might be. I'm up giving y'all the business. And that's what I'm doing. I'm out here SVUing myself. I'm out here giving y'all the business regardless. And so come on every morning, Monday through Friday, give y'all these moments. If you've been here before, if you this is not your first time. If you watched before and you found it not robbery to come back again and watch one more time, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me, and I appreciate that. I'm going through some technical difficulties, some malfunctions in my equipment region. I fell asleep with my glasses on, or either that or I took them off in the bed. I don't know which one it was, but I do know the next morning I rolled over them, and now we got a situation with them. That, you see, glasses are supposed to stay right in this region, but these right here, you see these? I got the high praise arms. These arms are lifted up and wide out, so they're in praise dancer mode right now. I gotta go get these adjusted today. I'll probably go to Walmart because Walmart adjusts glasses for free. It's supposed to be glasses you bought in Walmart, but they do a horrible job of telling which glasses they sold and didn't sell. So I just walk in and take my glasses and be like, "Hey, I bought these here. Can you adjust them?" And they do it. Anyway, if you're not used to this show, man, the first thing I do, the only kind of structure this show has, it just does whatever it wants. It goes left, kind of like the arm on my glasses. See that right there? See how I keep holding on. So yeah, the only thing that's got some structure to this show is what I do first. I get on this show and I speak to people. If I ain't sleep with you, I'm gonna speak with you. So I'm gonna get on here, man, and speak. The first three people that speak, they get the M&Ms, the mythical medals, and that is something you can't do anything with. There's nothing you can do with it, but it makes you feel good inside because you won something. So the bronze medal this morning goes to Miss Ida Seaborn. Good morning, Ida. Good morning, Ida. Ida's in the building. She gets the bronze. Silver goes to Crystal Tasty Pinnell in the building. And the gold, holding it down for the brothers, goes to my man Antoine Sutton. Good morning, Twan, winning the gold medal. So that's Antoine, Crystal with the silver, Ida with the bronze. Also in here is Eminem, Michelle McKinney. Good morning. The law firm and real estate agent Jackie Bright Riddick. Good morning. Roberta's in the building. JD, don't call me Martin Luther the King. Lynette's in the building. Melissa is here. Brachelle is in the building. Katrina, good morning. Trish Varnell. The Varnell man can. Did you miss me? Trish Varnell's in the building. Candy's in the building. Betty Burnett. Melba's in the building. Lisa. Crystal sex appeal. I thought I already said. Oh no, I said how the Crystal tasted Panel. Not Crystal sex appeal. That's a totally different person. Dolores is in the building. Christina Crystal Waters is in the building. Keisha Maxwell is here now. Keisha's been here. Keisha's here now. We haven't seen Denise, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the change, but we were loving the pleasantries of Denise. Denise is so calm, and now she gives over to her ghetto sister Keisha. And here's Keisha talk about my glasses. It wasn't that the glasses have seen better. They have seen better days. This was one day they've been like this. This one arm. My glasses are getting handicap parking now. My glasses just on some, they got one little chicken wing, and it's all right. Thomasia, good morning. My cousin Steve is in the building. Good morning. Erica, good morning. La Barbara. La 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 Barbara. La 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 Barbara. Sawu Bona. Now, seems like my smoke alarm is beeping, which is weird because I don't remember having one. Everybody be quiet for a second. Everybody on mute. I don't know. I thought I heard the smoke detector go beep. I hate that. Man, people, there it went again. Hold on. Christina Waters, good morning. Diana, that is the best spelling of Diana I've ever seen. You win the Diana spelling. You win spelling Diana. That's it. Teresa, good morning. What up, Snoop? My main Snoop. I'm always thankful when Snoop turns in because I know he gets up real early in the morning. Listen, I love the fact that there is a smoke alarm. That's my smoke alarm beeping, which is driving me crazy because I didn't even know I had one. I thought I was living La Vida Loca with no smoke alarm. Now that's gonna drive me crazy because most people with those act like they can't hear them, and I hate that about people. People act like they don't hear that beep. You heard your smoke alarm going off. You go to bed when I be getting up. Let's get back to Diana's name. I like Diana's name. It's definitely beeping. This is driving me crazy. If I had on pants, I'd get up and go try to figure out why my smoke alarm is going off. Because I don't even remember owning one. Check the battery. Yeah, but I don't know why I'm checking the battery when it shouldn't even be on. I should have been disabled it. I don't need a smoke alarm. I know when there's smoke in the house. I don't care about it. Back to Diana. Dirty Diana. We gotta talk about Diana. First of all, I like it because your name is also an action verb. Your first name is a complete sentence. You don't have a lot of people whose names are complete sentences. Your name is actually a direction. You be like, hey, go Diana. And then Anna be standing there and you going to put die all over. That's Diana, D-Y-E. It's also, if somebody gets really mad, they be like, Diana. And if they don't know how to spell, they'll spell it that way, D-Y-E. So Diana. So Diana. Diana. I'm not playing the piano today. So it's a whole lot of stuff. Going on. Okay, so it's Monday, so we always go over the weekend and what happened over the weekend. I'm gonna answer some questions. Antoine asked me how did the chili turn out? And this is why Antoine asked me that. If you follow me on Facebook, even on Twitter, I think, and Instagram, I put it up. I got up yesterday morning. Yesterday morning was Sunday. I got up. I was asked by a group to make some meatless chili, right? So first of all, I don't even know why they asked me. I had never made chili for them before. I don't even know why the lady knows I know how to make chili. I don't even know why that's a thing. There's no fire. I don't even know why that's a thing. But she came and she asked me if I could make some meatless chili with no meat. I like to call it lesbian chili. I like to call it lesbian chili. They want everything in the chili except for the meat, you know? So lesbian chili. So I get up and I want to make the lesbian chili. And to be honest, I never ever made lesbian chili before. Never made it before. So I was like, ooh, I gotta go make lesbian chili. It's really just a pot of beans. But they want it, so I'm gonna make it. Now, it was for a church, so I'm ready to give the children of God gas. That's all it was getting ready to add up to. I was about to make a whole lot of church people fart. Now, it was first thing in the morning when they wanted this chili. They wanted the chili like 7 a.m. because it was gonna be for after church. So it caused a dilemma, right? My spirit started to bubble over, like their guts were going to later on. I was like, I gotta be able to give these people the chili, but because it's at a church function, I don't know their ability to rewarm. You know, I don't know if they're gonna be able to come back in and rewarm the chili. So I got up in the morning. I set my alarm for 3:30 a.m. to get up in the morning, make the chili, put the chili on. I had to leave about 7:30 myself to go out of town. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put this chili on so that it'll be ready at 7. I can drop it off and be out. So here's what happened with the chili, right? So I go make the chili. I'm up. It was the oldest thing I've ever done in the morning. I'm up in the morning, 7 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. My alarm didn't go off at 3:30 like it's supposed to. My body just kicked in, old man mode. I turned into Uncle Otis. Uncle Otis mode, full effect. Bam. Went in, started making this here chili. Bam. I get up out of nowhere. God touched me. The ancestors were like, you got chili to make. God will make sure that his children have chili. You know, I got to get chili to the children of God, you know. So he woke me up at 4 instead of 3:30. So I'm up in the kitchen cutting up peppers and onions and just putting chili into my crock pot. And so I made the chili, dropped the chili off, right? Chili gets dropped off. I had to go to DC yesterday. One of the most difficult things ever. I think that some of us forget that when you pass away, your life goes on. And so like people gotta come and get your house in order and do all that kind of stuff. So y'all know my cousin passed away just a few weeks ago. And and so we had to go and start cleaning out his apartment, right? So I had to drive over to DC to help with that cleaning process. Um, so that should have been the most important thing in my life on yesterday. It was not though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I drove up, got to DC. The only thing I could think about while cleaning my cousin's apartment is what is the church gonna say about this chili? It was a new chili for me. I never made it before. I really think, and y'all hold me off. Y'all don't think of me the wrong way, but I really think chili needs that meat. I think that meat is what's important in the chili. You got to put the meat in there. You got to go Arby's. You got to have the meats. I was just like, I just made a big pot of chili, no meat. There's no meat. You know, I'm giving these lesbian chili to the church, and I'm like, I don't know how. I was like, I don't know how that works. You know, I don't know how they're going to accept it. So the whole time I'm up there, I'm just worried about how the church is accepting my chili. So I'm watching the clock the whole time I'm working, just being like, they should be out of church by now. I should have some type of chili update. You know, I'm saying you gotta have meat. The meat is what's important. I don't know why they were like, we wanted meatless chili. Without that, you just got beans and tomatoes. You know, but that's what they wanted. So I'm all concerned about that. Reaching out, not getting a response, I'm thinking it's all gone bad. You know, I'm like, the chili was not it. The chili just didn't do it for them. You know, the people didn't want the chili. However, I get back the reviews. The chili was a hit. The chili was a hit. Diana, I'm not using tofu for anything. I think tofu is a ridiculous item. It comes in a block. It looks like it looks like crack cocaine. It looks like crack cocaine. I'm not using tofu. I refuse. I'm not cutting that crack. If you've ever sold crack, then tofu pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing. May have some heroin type qualities, but it definitely doesn't look right. It definitely doesn't look right. And Lasha Unda, we know you want the meat. And if there's nothing that we know without, there's two people up here that I know want the meat. It's you and Marche. Y'all are gonna want the meat. Wendy's would never. Wendy's, first of all, Wendy's is giving you leftover. All you eating in Wendy's chili is leftover double stacks. All the double stacks that didn't make it, all that double stack meat that just didn't make it, they just grind that up and throw that in the chili. And then that gives them another week and a half for them to have that chili, for them to have that meat. That's just all that is. I don't understand why they do that. I don't understand why we go for that Wendy's chili. I ain't ate Wendy's chili in quite a while. But Wendy's chili, telling you now, end of the night, if they don't sell those, how many double stacks we got left over? 100? That's tomorrow's chili. That's all they doing with that. And then now that meat lasts a whole nother week. You know? Luckily, I believe Wendy's uses actual meat. I don't think horse meat can last that long. That's why McDonald's don't do chili. I don't understand what they got. Now, how do you have? See, this is what I don't like about the vegans and the vegetarians. They have meatless ground beef. Let's take that. Let's take that sentence for what it is. Meatless ground beef. You can't have meatless ground beef. Beef is a meat. Beef is a meat. You can't have meatless meat. Meatless meat is just, that's all it is. You better let me get some ground. There's no such thing as meatless ground beef. It's some kind of ground beef substitute. It's some kind of, okay, it's crumbles. You can call it crumbles, but you can't call it ground beef. It's not. Snoop said it exactly right. It's a plant. It's a plant. And we don't even know if it's really a plant. Well, Morningstar is a liar. Morningstar can call it meatless ground beef all they want to. That does not make it meatless ground beef. You can't have meatless beef. Beef isn't what is the only thing. What is it? Hoof? What is it? Hoof? What is it? Horn? It's coming from a cow. Meatless beef is milk. Meatless beef is milk. You can't. I don't care what Morningstar. Y'all gonna fall for the lies that Morningstar gives y'all. That's fine. Meatless beef is milk. Hoof. I don't know if your fingernails count as meat. That's what that is. Some darn meatless beef. You can't have meatless beef. No, JD, don't call me Martin Luther King. Make your chili today. It's starting to get. Listen, nipples have been on an all-time hard. That means the seasons are changing. A lot of people's bodies, that's the two things that don't really get it together. It's going to be your sinuses and your nipples. A lot of ladies right now running around on full high beam because their body's not used to the temperature change yet. You've gone through the whole summer. You've gone through the whole summer of warmth, and now we starting to get a little bit of nipping. That's why they call them nipples. You know, when it gets a little nippy outside, they start paying attention. Now all day, that's where your nipples is at all day. It is a new weather pattern. And then they'll get used to this. They'll get used to this temperature now here in the 50s and 60s. And they'll be like, oh, okay, this is what it's supposed to be. And they'll calm down. And then when we hit full-time winter, and then it gets colder again, they'll be like, wait, somebody called us? Nipples and the penis, two totally, they handle the cold totally different. The penis tries to get back into the thighs. They try to get back into the sack where it's warm. They're like, let me come back in. It's cold out there. They don't like it in the cold. The penis going to withdraw on you. It's going to pull back. Nipples, penis. That's just anatomy. That's just how it works. I don't know why God made us like that. We just, nipples though, Loud and proud. Penis. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. It's crazy how that works. Crazy how that works. Um, I'm gonna let y'all know something right now. I learned something yesterday. Had to go and clean out my cousin's apartment. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because you don't prepare for that. It really wasn't something I wanted to do. When old people leave here, you all right with it. Old people leave here, you good. It ain't gonna be nothing but a lot of butterick patterns and stuff like that. I decided I'm gonna find me a designated person who's in charge of my cleanup after I'm gone from here. I'm not gonna put it on the kids. I'm not gonna put it on if I have a wife at that time. I'm not gonna put it on the wife. Well, no, she don't have to clean out my stuff because she'll still be living wherever we live. So scratch that part. But I ain't gonna put it on nobody. If I'm still as single as a dollar bill, I'm gonna have to get designated people to come in to do the removal. Matter of fact, I might start my own business where we go in and we clean out people's apartments and stuff like that after things like this. Because first of all, you learn way too much about a person. When you don't have nothing left and they gone and they can come in and look at all your stuff, because you never know what somebody really got going on in their life. No matter how close you are, you ain't in on everything that's happening in their life. When they gone, you learn it all. You learn it all. And there's a lot of stuff that I don't want. Ladies, have a designated underwear drawer person. We don't need to know how freaky you actually live. Now, I didn't find a whole lot of freaky stuff at my cousin's house, which made me happy. I was nervous about that. When my daddy died, and we had to go clean out his room. My daddy died. It was pretty much Adam and Eve in there. I didn't know how nasty my daddy was. And I tell y'all the true story. I used to tell this story a lot. It's a joke that I tell on stage, but it's not a joke at all. It's a true story. My when I was living with when my father was alive, we were living in the same house. And the way the house was set up, there was an additional room put on the house, right? And the only way you could walk into that room was through the original room that was in the house. It was a bad layout, bad design. So you had to walk through my bedroom to get into my dad's bedroom. It had a door that separated, but you had to walk in my bedroom first. And so my dad, I didn't have I was the only one with no privacy. All the other rooms had doors and stuff. And I had a door to separate me from the outside world. But if my dad ever wanted to go in his room or whatever, he had to walk through my room first, right? So my dad had a female friend at the time, and she would come over late night. Bad layout. She would come over late night, and my dad was kind of bedridden. He was in a wheelchair. He was a large man. He was like four times as big as I am. He was large man, big man, and so we had to go in, and she would come over and visit. He was still popular with the ladies. He was a large man in a wheelchair, still popular with the ladies. I don't know if they thought they could get his disability or what, but the ladies still loved him. So he had this particular lady that would come by the house. And my dad couldn't do a whole lot for himself. And it would be crazy because I would be in there at night and she would come over and, she would help him with his grooming. She'd come in late at night, give him a haircut, help him shave, all that kind of stuff, man. And so he was shaving once or twice a week, getting his haircut, edge up, But I noticed he was still going to the barbershop sometime. So it was crazy to me, what was happening until my dad left here. And I realized that buzzing sound wasn't clippers. I thought it was. I thought it was clippers all that time. Wasn't clippers at all. Wasn't anything near being a clipper. What wasn't clippers? Yeah. So we found all my daddy's nasty stuff, and it changed me. I was changed as a person when I found that out. Now, what was great about it, what was great about it was I didn't care for his girlfriend too much, you know. So later on, after we had cleaned the room out, she comes by the house and she was like, "Hey, I may have left a few things in your dad's room if I wanted to pick those up, but it was too late now, man. We now know your nasty secrets. You know, she had one that was about the size of this. I like the USB. You know, you put the USB in there. I don't know where that goes at. That was a smaller one. So yeah, she definitely came back and she went back there to look, and I guess that's what she was looking for. She came back out. She was like, "Hey, did y'all clean the whole room?" We like, "Yeah, we cleaned it all." She was like, "I was trying to find some stuff." My uncle was there. My uncle was like, "You trying to find your little bullet, ain't you? Huh? You came back to retrieve your bullet." And then she was like, "Well, you know, your brother was a little kinky." And then my uncle like, "But they ain't putting it in his hind parts. Know that much." It was a lot going on that day. That was a rough day for me. So I've decided I need somebody to go over and do. I gotta have a designated person to go into my room and get all my stuff out. Because you find out what a person really is when you go in that room and start cleaning that room out. When you find the Freakinator 3000 in there, you know. Ladies, y'all gotta have a designated person to go through your underwear drawer. That homegirl that you cool with, get them to do it. Because you don't want your kids to go through it. I'm gonna tell you right now, when my mama left here, when I went to go clean my mama's room, had I gone through my mama's room and I found dildos galore, I probably would have unburied her. I would have went back. I couldn't have done it. Because nobody wants to think of their parents like that. You don't want to think about your mama like that. Definitely don't want to think about your grandmama like that. But your grandmama was a freak. A lot of people don't want to admit that their grandmama and their granddaddy was freaky, but she got 14 kids. How you think they got here? That's all your grandmama used to do was your granddaddy. She'd make dinner and be dessert. And some people that know it. Now, Eminem, you right. Some kids know what their mom and daddy do. Some people know that ain't Bible study. They got their mom and daddy in there saying, "Oh my God," all night. Some of us know. You thought you had a praying. I had a praying grandmother. She used to call on the name of Jesus, but that one why she was calling them. You used to hear your grandmama in there all night. You be like, "My grandmama's in there tarrying. Listen to it. Just Jesus, 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 oh Jesus." That one why she was calling them this time. Y'all thought y'all had a praying grandmama. You had a humping grandmama. I had a humping grandmother. You thought she was in there praying. Not a prayer to be found. Your grandmama was in there getting got. She was, your grandmama was nasty. What else? I'm gonna get off of here. I don't know about y'all, but if we could, don't do your grandmama. Your grandmama's getting done. Your grandmama's getting. It don't take me to do her. Granddaddy was doing grandmama. Tell you that right now. I don't know about y'all, but I would like to lead a delegation of people to simply blow up Potomac Mills. And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think people still go to the mall, but Potomac Mills single-handedly will make your journey from here to Washington, D.C. It will add 6 hours to your journey. For no reason. Anybody who's ever driven 95 north or south, going from this region to the Washington, D.C. region, you already know. People always ask me, people from other places, when they ask me where Portsmouth is, I be like, "It's in Virginia." They be like, "Oh, you right by D.C." And I'm like, no. I can get to North Carolina 15 minutes. Easy. 20. I'm in North Carolina. 20 minutes. Easy. If I take 95 going to DC, it can take me 3 hours or 3 days. 3 hours or 3 days. Now, it used to take 301. I don't mind taking a toll going 301. Now, though, everybody knows about 301. And it's crazy that everybody knows. Everybody knows about 301 because GPS won't even take you 301. You got to force your GPS to let you go 301. If you put that direction in there, it won't even come up on the GPS. It won't even be. You got to force your GPS to make you go that way. It's crazy. So I don't mind 301. Now everybody knows about it. So now 301 is just as bad as going 95. Sometimes it's worse. But you got to go through Tappahannock. You got to be in there with Chris Brown. I'm a country boy from Tappahannock. And it's about the timing of when you leave. And I get that. But there's only like a 3-minute window where you can go and not catch traffic. I went up to D.C. I got no traffic. I went going up. I got there in 3 hours, and that's with me stopping. I stopped once. Still got to D.C. I left at 7:30. I was in D.C. 10:30 when the Busboys and Poets had a delicious breakfast. Shout out to Busboys and Poets. I was there in 3 hours. Coming back, it took me 3 hours to get to Kings Dominion. It was nothing but red Christmas lights, and all of that is because of Potomac Mills. We don't need malls anymore. Blow it up. Just destroy it. I'm sure people are going to lose their jobs. It's all right. Get rid of Potomac Mills. Get rid of it altogether. But basically, that was my weekend. My weekend was going up preparing myself mentally to go up to D.C. and just doing some stuff, resting, and eating bananas. Because that's what my children now, since I had this potassium situation, my children act like I have to eat bananas all the time. Every moment of the day, got to be a banana. And I keep telling them I'm a straight man. I can't just be walking around with a banana in my mouth all the time. That's how it starts. That's how you catch gay. The man that eats too many bananas. And if there are anybody up there that's sensitive about the gay, I'm not. I'm not. I know you can't catch gay. It's not contagious unless you go to jail. All right. I'm just picking. These are just jokes. I can be real racist with it. I know a gay friend. Kiwi is high in potassium. And that's another one of those fruits I just don't think men can buy. I don't think men can just go out and just be like, ooh, I'm out of kiwi. Ladies, if you're around a guy, man, and y'all are dating, and he's like, I'm going to go to the store, and they be like, what do you need? Oh, I need more kiwi. I don't think you're going to be like, oh, okay, cool. It's just not a fruit that men buy. Man fruits are grapes and apples. Oranges. You get to attack an orange and peel it. Those are man fruits. Kiwi ain't a man fruit. Just not. It's hairy. Kiwi is like, if we can be a little grotesque, if we can go to the left a little bit on this show, if y'all don't mind, kiwi's like buying yourself a black man's sack. If you ever took a kiwi and a man's sack and put them side by side, especially in this youth when it's good and still got its rigidity, when it starts to get older, that sack tries to sag a little bit. But if you put them right next to each other, same thing. Same thing. And both of them, you'd be like, which one is kiwi? If you were to blindfold somebody and be like, which one is kiwi and which one is James? They wouldn't be able to tell. They go in and lie. You ain't gonna be able to tell. And that's why I don't purchase kiwis. If you were to take a banana and 2 kiwis, you got yourself a grown man. You got yourself a banana and 2 kiwis, you got yourself a grown man. Sorry about the visual, Lakeisha. I'm just telling you, that's why I stay away from those particular fruits. And why I stay away from them. I do. Man, it's been a fantastic Monday. I'm resisting the urge to talk about sports. And the only reason I'm resisting the urge because I have a whole sports show that comes on every Tuesday night, 8:30 p.m., where I got real guys just to talk about sports. I'm resisting the urge to talk about. I want to talk about Colorado blowing a 29-point halftime lead. I want to discuss it. I want to discuss because now questions are coming up. Is Prime a good coach? So we got to talk about that because I've been noticing some things that lead me to believe Prime might not be that great of a coach if he's coaching at all. If he's coaching at all. If you ever watch the game, he don't even have a headset on. That headset never comes to his lips. You know, in order to talk in the headset, it's got to be down here. Prime's headset stay up like this the whole time. He keep his erect the whole game. Yeah. And then you had the Eagles losing. That was a big upset. Nobody's undefeated anymore. The Eagles lost. The 49ers lost. It's crazy. Cowboy fans are mad. They're like, why couldn't we just do that last week? Because maybe y'all aren't better than Cleveland. It was a lot happening in sports. So tune in tomorrow night, 8:30, after the night's Monday night game. I always have to make sure I get the Monday night game in. And it always means more to me, the Monday night game, when the Cowboys are playing. That means I get to root against them harder on Monday night, and the world gets to see. That's what I like about the Monday night game. There's no other choice. It's the only game you can watch. The whole world gets to see what happens. So the Cowboys on Monday night, always a good time. Shout out to any Cowboy fans out there. I realize now that if you know a Cowboy fan, you gotta love them because football does it. If it's a Cowboy fan, you gotta love them because football does it. Football has intentionally decided to get them the short end of the stick. So you got to go ahead and be extra nice to any Cowboy fans, you know. I realize that now. I realize that. Cowboy fans are in the S&M. They like getting whipped week after week. And they're okay with it. They'll always come back for more. That's it. You know what today is? Today is Monday. You know how we feel about Mondays out here, man. We master our Mondays, man. We make Mondays. We punk Monday. We beat Monday down, and the rest of the week has to follow us. So the rest of the week knows after they see what you did to Monday, they already know what it is. So get out there on your Monday, man. Get out there and control your Monday. Set the standard today. We are a group now. We don't look at Monday and be like, oh man, another Monday. We like, oh yeah, another Monday. We getting out here, we're gonna master another Monday. Monday. We're gonna get out here and Monday it up. Y'all should be as excited about Mondays as I am about getting in the elevators. I'm letting y'all know right now, if you're ever in the elevator with me, for some reason, elevators make me twerk. I'm a grown man that won't eat bananas and kiwis, but I will twerk in the elevator. Twerking in the Vader when the doors close. Hands on my knees, looking at my toes. Booty cheeks is bouncing, going up and down. I be twerking till I hear that ding sound. So that's it. I be twerking in the elevator. I can't help it. I got to do it every time. So whatever makes you joy, that brings me just a little bit of joy. Get that joy. Get that same happiness that I have when I'm twerking in the elevator. Start your Monday with it, and it'll set a precedent for the rest of your week. When you learn how to master, you heard it, twerking in the Vader. When the doors close, hands on my knees, looking at my toes. There's a twerking in the elevator song. I can make up a song for anything. You give me 36 seconds, I'll make up a song for it. It's time to twerkulator. Huh? It's time for the twerkulator. There it is. Time for the twerkulator. It's time for the twerkulator. Get me in an elevator. I'm going to do the twerkulator. Huh? There we go, Lakeisha. You get it. Lakeisha gets it. Put me in an elevator. And I'm going to do the twerkulator. I think it's okay as long as I don't look back. If I look back, it's a problem. But as long as I twerk looking forward, it's still manly. You lose all your manhood when you look back and twerk. When you come here, this is where the problem starts. If you're trying to see your own cheeks, it's an issue. But anyway, Master Monday, y'all have a fantastic day, man. I've said enough. I've said enough. I've done and said enough. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna try to figure out who put a smoke detector in my house, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of that. I appreciate y'all for being here, man. God willing, we gonna ride back again tomorrow. Until then, man, y'all have a fantastic Monday, man. I love y'all. If I don't love you, I'm at least a little bit fond of you. See y'all again. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you back play this Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again.